Hey guys, ZombieX here from HeadFi. Today I guess I'm going to be talking about the DT880, DT990, and the Tesla T1 sound signatures. But I'll dumb it down for some people who don't quite understand or don't know what I'm talking about right now. Don't matter. So we'll start with the DT880. Let me get it. The DT880. This is the 600 ohm version with the lighter voice coil. Not compared. What I could say is that it's pretty neutral compared to my other headphones. Compared to the HD600 and K702, it's pretty neutral. The treble compared to the 250 ohm version is a lot smoother. I know the 250 ohm version was kind of not strident. It was a little bit more pronounced, I guess you say. It sounded more brittle, I guess. Also, the mid-range on the 600 ohm version is much fuller sounding. But I mean, it's still a little recessed. Yeah, it's recessed, but it's a lot better than what the 250 ohm version had. Also, there's quite a bit more bass, and it's tight, and it's not muddy like the 250 ohm one. The 250 ohm was a little slow. This one is pretty fast, and it's pretty enjoyable. I use it for rock, not so much anymore as after I got my T1s, but yeah. Comfort, I mean, compared to all Beyers, it's all pretty same. They all have that spring headband and the velour ear pads there. You guys are probably wondering what's up with the new cable. That's because I recabled mine, though I did a bad job. It's kind of oxidizing. This is the first time I ever recabled a Beyer, so I mean, they're not too big, as you can see. They fit, and they do isolate kind of good. Actually, it kind of muffles the sound. But now, compared to the 250 ohm, the soundstage is also a little bit bigger. But that's about it. The main difference is that there's a little bit more mid-range, a little less treble, and a little bit more bass. Okay, onward to the next headphone. That goes up to the DT990. This one I also recabled, but you can probably see it looks much better because I've done like 30 of them since then. And it's balanced, 4-pin balance for my Audio GD Rock. So the 990 compared to the DT880, it's a little different. The soundstage is a little bigger. There is also more treble, but it's not harsh. It's just more treble, and it gives a little bit more detail, a little bit like kind of detailed. A little bit more detailed sound. I'm tired. Long day at work. But what do you call it? It's an open design, while the 880 is semi-closed. But they're pretty much open in my opinion. The 880 is not really that much of a closed headphone. It leaks a lot of sound like this. But the mid-range on this one, it has more than the 250 ohm version, but it's still recessed, yeah. The sound is a little bit kind of like, not a V, but more of a U shape to it, and it has a lot more bass. Lots of impact. If you like rap or hip-hop, it's a good headphone for that. Metal, I use it for metal, but I wouldn't recommend it. For me, I don't care. As long as it sounds good, I'll use it for any genre. Same type of headband in that. Spring. See, I never modded them to go dual-sided at all. But I mean, they do leak sound quite a bit, so if you put them on, you will hear it. So yeah, there's more treble, more bass. Actually, a lot more bass, a lot more treble. Mid-range is kind of sucked out compared to the 880. It's a little shallower sounding. But it's a little bit more detailed. And same fit. This one doesn't isolate as good as the 880 does. There's still a lot of sound will leak out both sides, so yeah. Now, to the one you guys probably have been waiting for. It's going to be the Beyerdynamic Tesla T1s. These are my babies now. They pretty much wiped the floor with all my other headphones. Now, these took a long time to get. I kind of procrastinated on buying them because I couldn't justify so much money on a pair of headphones. But I kind of caved in after I heard a pair from Debit Sound on Head-Fi. Heard his, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta buy him. So I bought him. So, backwards. So compared to the 880 and the 990, there's a lot of mid-range. Well, not a lot. It's full sounding compared to the shallow mid-range of both other headphones. The treble is really detailed without being super bright. The treble's a bit different. The DT80 is kind of, you see it has like an edge to the treble, not sharp or anything, but an edge to it. Same thing with the 990. This is a lot smoother sounding treble. It kind of reminds me of the HD600 treble, but not rolled off or muffled sounding. But it's I guess you could say softer. But the mid-range on this it's pretty damn good. It's pretty resolving. You hear a lot of details. It's lush. Well, I can't say lush. It's not lush because it's still pretty neutral. It's pretty, stuttering. It's a long day. It's still pretty neutral, but it's a little warm. The headphone's a little bit on the warm side as far as the mid-range and that goes. Now the bass is probably what you'll notice. The biggest difference between the 880. This one has a lot more bass to it, and it's also very tight, and it has the signature 880 bass where it's really textured and layered in that. Sorry about all the ums. I didn't really write this down. I'm doing it on the fly. One of the main things I like about this, you can't see another is that the speakers are angled. So that means it'll driver's speaker said, long day. They're angled, so it's supposed to reproduce some more speaker-like sound to it. Also, I liked how it's dual entry now. That's very nice. Let's see, another another The comfort's about the same as all the other ones. This one uses a leather headband. The other ones use this like vinyl-ish material. But it's the same pads, and there's a lot of room in the ear cups when you put it on. It's pretty deep compared to the 880, where they kind of rest on your ears. This one's around it, kind of like the K702, or more like the HD800, I guess you'd say. But the overall detail retrieval compared to the other models it's much better. It's far more transparent sounding. The transients they're insane. There's a lot quick. It's not super like lightning fast decay like a SA5000, but there's a good amount of decay to the sound, or notes, whatever you call it. I'm not too good at describing sound. I mean, I've heard, you guys probably looked at my profile, I've heard like 10 billion headphones, but I'm not too good at describing it. So to sum it up, it's a lot more mid-range, some more bass. It's kind of a softer treble, but overall the sound is way more detailed. Also the sound stage, it's a lot wider than the DT880 and DT990 by far. I'm talking about the cable, I guess. It's pretty good cable. I don't see any reason to recable this one. This is my opinion. I've already tried it once and there wasn't a sound change, so. But I did balance it, and when you balance it, it's a lot snappier sounding and a lot clearer. That's one thing I noticed. It's much sharper sounding. You guys are probably gonna laugh at this when you see this, but it don't matter to me. I don't care. But yeah, I guess that's about it. DT880 is pretty neutral. Oh, come on, get up there, cable. Pretty neutral. A little bit shallow in the mid-range. A little bit more treble pronounced, but the bass is excellent in DT880. It's really tight. Same with the T1. It's very tight sounding. A lot of detail and it's fast. 990 is going to be the brighter one. A little bit less mid-range, but a ton more bass. The bass on this is a lot more than the T1, but it's a lot more than the 880 as well. But the T1 has a lot more bass than the 880, so this guy is in between. But he has a lot of the attributes of both of these, just further improved down the road. So I guess that's about it. As you can tell, I didn't rehearse any of this. I just kind of did it. But is the T1 worth $1,295? You'd have to listen to it for yourself. For me, I think it's worth it. Of course, I got mine used for about $950. It's just a pretty damn good price. I would take that. I know Headphone Solutions also has them on sale right now. But that's probably about it. Oh, I didn't mention the details on the headband. The headband, I don't know if you can see it in the light. It says Beyerdynamic on it. It's a pretty nice looking headband, nice leather. These are vinyl. It's pretty easy to adjust it, but yeah, I'm doing this all out of order, so that's it for now. So until next time I make another video, ZombieX out. Time to turn off the camera.